Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of the Undefeated podcast.
The only podcast with two undefeated fighters, fam.
Chatting it up. Yo, welcome to all the new subscribers, man. Last week was a big week. You know what I mean? Yeah, last week was a big week, man. So shouts out to all the new people that jumped on the train. Just to let everybody know what you saw in that episode that brought you here, more of the same. We don't...
Come on! Wait, you're going to start like that? You're going to tell them that we're still going to achieve
you gotta
those
let them know.
Supports.
You got to let them know that we don't play the game that other pundits might try and play with the non-biased. It's like, nah, bro, we come here to talk what's in our heads.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Listen, I'm ready. I'm ready this week, bro. I am ready. Like, again, the week has been weaking, but people don't want to hear us carry on. There was a lot of people miffed, upset, angry, with how we started the pod because we didn't do our Taylor the Tapes.
Oh, yeah. I think, is it Skyliner? Skyliner, every week he comments and he's like, I'm only here for the Taylor the Tapes. All right, bro. Let's give it to them. What's your Taylor the Tape, bro?
Wow. So again, a lot has happened. A lot has happened for me in a small space of a week. But listen, I'm still 0-0. Again, 6'1", pounds fluctuating. I went to Mexico. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I went to Mexico, so the weight is fluctuating. Speed.
Clenbuterol?
Well, I was on the beef. I was on the beef.
Nice.
I got a fight coming. Yeah.
They do have the Clenbuterol cocktails. I don't know if they showed you that on the secret menu.
But as I said, the speed is speeding, bro. As I said, I'm too quick. Again, you missed it. I did a madness just now. I did a madness. Bro, you missed it. I mean, I did a madness. I turned on the kettle, charge up the key card for the electricity and that. And that was when he blinked. I'm sorry for all the people that missed it. Again, I'm 0-0, never fought, never lost. If I did, someone gets knocked out, it's not me.
I respect it.
Talk to me though, bro. I need to hear there was a great tale of what you did on a wonderful night, fam. So just let me know.
I mean, let's go back to that wonderful night in King's Cross, Camden Centre. And I mean, what can I say? I mean, let's go back there. Let's really do it. You know, it's 2-0. The record is 50% knockout rate. That means half the men that enter the ring with me, they left on their backs. That night in King's Cross, bro, that young man whose name I shall not say his name. All I know is this. He was on the receiving end of this particular hand. Down he goes. You know, ambulance were on standby. Fortunately, he didn't need them and was able to travel home himself. But he was under the watchful eye of the medical board. Now, you know, look, bro. I mean, let's really break down the stats. Let's break down the Taylor the Tape. 6'2". I'm officially listed as taller than KG, but 6'2" is the height. Yeah. My speed is crazy. I wanted to test it out because obviously I've been working out in the hyperbolic time chamber recently. Yep. So I went out and there's a speed camera on the first junction on the motorway. Bro, I thought I drove there, pulled over, and thought, let me start shadow boxing and see if I can make it flash. Boom, boom, boom. Free tickets at my door.
How did they know that was you?
Fam, the guy took a picture, like the pictures that came, insane, bro. Great shots. I'll definitely be using them for promo. But the guy signed it underneath and said, look, mate, there's no charge here. I just want you to sign it and send it back. I said, whoa. So Timothy, Witherspoon, that's for you, brother. I said I shout him out on the pod. It's incredible. Power. I mean, if we're doing power, I broke my heavy bag the other day, so I went down to a local farm, and I thought, let me just test this out against this little cow just sitting there. Bow. I did not know I had the power to stop a cow, bro. The milk, unfortunately, is now red, and they're gonna have to get rid of that cow. There's no use. The game has changed. I just want to make it clear to any animal charities, I apologize. I didn't know that. That's what I had to talk.
You are an absolute disgrace.
And wait, wherever I need to be. I
ain't ready for any challenge. I think, listen, that story of driving on the motorway and getting out on a hard shoulder and punching real fast to see if you can get flat. Free times. No.
Free tickets, bro.
I'm just knowing they need to send it to your house.
The guy recognized me, fam. It was bad.
Oh, big up Timothy, though. All right, cool. We gotta get into it, man. Bro,
It's been a lot, bro.
Put some respect right now on Big Frank's name. When it goes to purse bids, what did I tell you? I told you the other day. When it goes to purse bids, Big Frank will listen. Big Frank is mighty, bro. Big Frank pulling it week after week, bro. Show after show. Buwati, come on down. BT Sports. Let's go.
You do know, right? This narrative that now Frank is like the #1 promoter in the game that's just popped up out of nowhere. I'm like, all right, that's not how we define the best promoter in the game, right? Mm-hmm. Now, the fact is, there's been a lot of talk right now. Even Eddie Hearn's interview today,
very telling.
Promoters are rattled by Hearn right now. They are working hard to make this to make life difficult, fam.
Yes.
But when Frank Warren and Lou DiBella are linking up so that they can orchestrate the bids, let's call it what it is, man. Let's stop pretending like Frank is just out here winning. Bro, he suddenly started to win first bids.
The casuals, let's respect, because we do have some casuals that listen. Break it down. Cool. Some people are listening like, bro.
So the purse bid situation, although it sounds like it's an auction where men are sitting down and going 20, 25, 36, 90. It's not. That's not how men are doing the purse bids. It's literally a shot in the dark. Yeah. So I'm just gonna sit here and say 65. KG's gonna say 72, and we'll find out tomorrow who was right. That's how it kind of works. So what's happening here?
They get to say how the show goes, and I think that was really interesting. We'll get into that later as we get into this pod, right? But that's interesting. Carry on.
Yeah. So what's happened here? Eddie's gone in with a bid. Frank's coming with another one. But where it's a bit interesting is there's now people are saying there's conversation between Lou DiBella and Frank, and these men are colluding to make sure that they beat Eddie to these bids. You understand? So if man's involved in this process, and I can shoot man on WhatsApp and be like, big man, 922. And you just know. You just know. Because to win by a little bit of amount.
That was like by 100. Wait, what 100K,
was it? 100K.
100K.
Listen. It's one of those things now where you start to see now, if there was any doubt in anybody's mind who the #1 promoter is in the game, this should silence that. Because the fact that men who don't have any business being friends are now creating a friendship to bring this brother down, you say, okay, cool. Because you know, on a one-on-one basis, it's not there.
I'm going to push back 100%. Yeah, 100%. Eddie Hearn's box office. I agree. Like, he's box office. There's no way to break it down you can't skin the cat another way, right? This is it. However, even though these men have tried to get him out, like they've teamed up. There's been a lot of teaming up to silence Eddie, to make things hard for Eddie. You're even hearing when you're hearing about about the Buatsi thing and who Buatsi should fight next. And even when you listen to Bivo talk, and Bivo saying, wait a minute, like the plan was the plan. All of a sudden, the regulation bodies, WBA and everyone, it's like there's a lot of people against him. Again, when you have this many enemies, it makes life hard. Yeah. It makes life incredibly hard. And I think now it's like when there's that scene in Rush Hour and it's like, who kicked me?
Oh yeah. Which one of y'all?
There's beef with so many different people. He can't tell who's not really foreign, right? Yeah. Again, don't forget, he's even got the pending beef with who was Canelo's old promoter, Golden Boy, Oscar. He's got issues with him. He's definitely got issues with Frank. He's got issues with the whole boxing. Leonard.
He wanted to fight, my man. He wanted to fight Eddie.
He's got beef with pretty much everyone within boxing except the Saudis. You know what I mean? It's nuts. So now I think they've just decided, you know what? We can get him out the paint. We can all work together and make things very difficult. He had Haney for a long time. As soon as Haney's kind of made a move, all of a sudden Haney's doing what he needs to do. Are you with me? So there's
But the thing is, that's like that's how it's gonna have to go. Where it's one of the ones. It's like, all right, cool. Away mission. Go over there, get that, bring it back. Because once the belts are here, these games don't matter.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But that's how it's gonna have to go. You're gonna have to send these men on a mission. It's gonna be some murky waters out there.
Yeah.
Like on the Boatsy Pascal situation, these men are like, all right, cool, go out there and run it. That's not a problem. But we need that VADA testing. We need all of that because my man's got previous.
It's not in it. It's not in it. But the problem is, and this is what I was saying, where it gets a bit technical, right? They want the fight. The fight makes sense. However, here's where it gets sticky. Because Frank's won that on purse bids, yeah, they can't say how it has to go. The person that wins on the person that wins on the it says these are the rules. Now we can suggest, we can say, hey, this is what we want, but we can't guarantee it. And I think it's a bit mad because you don't want to send your fighter there at knowing that something could happen. You know, if the VADA test is not on the table, you think to yourself, wow, like my fighter's in a little bit of danger. But these are the moves they're making. And then you go, if you want to be a super conspiracy theorist, right?
Yeah.
Say to himself, well, this is probably why the WBA, and you know, when you get into, he was supposed to fight Bivol.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, we have to go a longer route to get to where we're going anyway. It's it's very technical, but you've seen a massive push for them to get their man out of here. It's crazy. Like, and unfortunately, Eddie Hearn ruffled a lot of feathers. He came in, even Sky before. At least Adam was his brethren as well. So Sky was with him on this matting. Now he's with him.
To be fair, like people, as much as like this talk is going to become the conversation, it's like you got to look at man did what 44 shows last year, like around the world.
Yeah,
like he's a global promoter. When he was just UK, they didn't mind him doing all that stuff there. He's a global promoter now. Do you know what I'm saying? So now they're looking at it like, wait, you're over there. You're in Kazakhstan, fam. You're in this place. You're in that place. Italy.
You're all over
doing loads. So if I'm in America, I'm sitting there thinking, you are not coming here to do anything.
It's the biggest market, though. We can't
exactly. But they're sitting there thinking, I've been making peas here comfortably for years. I'm enjoying. You think you're gonna do all these things you're doing around here? That's what the friction is.
Yeah.
And the streaming element of boxing, they don't want that in boxing. You can't. I don't want you to uniform my money. I need my money to be. Huh?
It didn't work. Let's be honest.
It's not that it didn't. No, it's not that it didn't work. No, you got to remember these processes take a while because iTunes didn't pop up out of nowhere. It was a process where people had to get their head around it slowly.
1 second.
Someone early on said, trust the process. My thought was, what's the process?
I had to press it because you're talking about process. Carry on.
I hear you though, but when iTunes and these streaming services first started, bro, it started a debate. Yeah. So now we're basically having to try to reimagine how this thing works. Right now, it doesn't work. Let's be honest. But that is not to say that there comes a time when it starts to work and then we go to say, well, they did it first. You understand? It's a slow time.
And that's why old school boxing has to do their best to keep Eddie out the park. Really, that's if you break it down, because a lot of money when streaming does not fit their style of how it goes, right? If they're charging, when we talk to Maestro on them and all the fans, and they're saying they're paying 70, 80, 90 pounds.
$90 for all these and them, man.
For Deji and no.
And like Ruiz, they're giving 90 pounds.
90 pounds. Ruiz, that's the same age as my dad. You know, like that's mad. That's
Ortiz?
No, the Ortiz Ortiz is the same age as my dad. I don't care what anyone says.
It's insane.
He's old. Like he's still putting it on, and you think to yourself,
you think these promoters want that money shorted?
They don't
paying $20 a month. They're not hearing it.
They're not hearing it. Not at all. So that's where it comes from. It's not like they proper hate Eddie Hearn because they've seen what he's done, and a lot of them,
they do hate it. They hate him because of what that means for them.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's not I hate the person. I hate what you're bringing. I hate the business model that you brought into this area, right? So again, we'll see how it all pans out. I do like that Hearn. I like that line about he's talking about Big Frank, and he goes, what do you call it, about living rent free? Like he said, I was a great occupant.
man.
That's a good occupant.
That's insane. I'd like to think I was a good occupant. Bro, man said he's a good tenant. That's it.
Yeah, it's a
Bro,
good
he's still there. I mean, he's still there. Let's be real. Like, I tweeted this week, right? I was like, bro, Frank probably needs to, like, it's mad that the only time we hear from Frank is when he's clapping back at something Hearn has said or done. Like, bro, we can hear about Avanesian at times when Conor Benn isn't fighting. We can. We should. If he's that good, as you say, we should hear about him at other moments. Like, like the Anthony Yard is a guy you could talk about more. Like, you have guys on your team, Joe Joyce. Like, there's man around that you could be like,
Parker, man. There's so much
actively promoting, but he doesn't. He gets somewhere to go. He said this about one of our. Well, he was wrong. So what if the predictions are wrong? Let's get down to absolute facts. We care about predictions because, bro, it's a podcast. It's pants. These men are in the game. These men are in the game. If man says, he's gonna lose, so what, bro? So what? You man only care about bank balance. Promoters, let's not pretend what you guys are. Primarily, your main function, and it's the same in comedy, fam. Them man care about bums on seats and how much money at the bottom line.
That's it.
So you don't become number one until your bottom line is number one in. Do you understand? That's why I laugh when people are like, "Oh, Fury's the cash cow. Frank Warren's now number one promoter." I'm like, based on what? Bank balance.
But then
because let's be real, the big nights. That's where you man win.
Yeah.
The win is gonna be obviously the sweet thing because it guarantees another big night. But the run that Donny's been on when he listed off them stadiums, Frank, we've been watching your shows at the same time, you know, and we feel the difference. Remember when they're lockdown and they man were doing the in my garden thing? I don't know if you've got the type of garden to have a fight in there.
Yeah, you know what? And you know what's crazy? Not even to make this worse, but Triple D's supposed to be having another outing, and guess who's on the undercard?
Who?
Lucas Brown and Big Baby Miller. They're gonna mix it up. Rubbish. I mean, what was even that?
I mean,
someone that got beat up by was it a cricket star? Like it was a
rugby player.
Got beat up by a rugby player, and another guy that he's a pharmacy. He's just a walk-in pharmacy.
Just got back. Well, to be fair, so is his number one guy. If we're doing drug convos, but like Jerome Miller, he's weight, bro. This guy's like 340 pounds or some madness. Like the last time he fought. This is what I'm saying, bro. When man say the big nights, like you go back to some of the big nights where the lineups have been stacked, and you say, okay, that was a hell of a night. Frank, bro, the Tyson Fury, bro, that undercard was. I can't even find a metaphor that really describes this thing accurately. How bad that was. So that's why I'm like, I'm not rolling with the AJ lost, so now you're number one. No.
But again, Frank is willing to understand. Maybe it could have changed. Maybe we'll see. So he went like he said, even if he's number one, my guy's still number two. But then is this certain fights that if my number two, and let's say if let me ask you this question and be fair. If AJ fights Dillian and Usyk and Fury announce, which fight's the biggest?
I say Usyk and Fury is bigger because one, we know, we all kind of commonly believe AJ smokes White right now. Yeah. But if you change White to Wilder, no contest in the other direction.
Listen, sell it. We take my money. Again, there's so many fights.
I'll pay that pay-per-view months early. That will be the earliest ever paid a pay-per-view fee.
Again, I'll come to your house and make sure it's been paid. And if it's nuts and you say, "Raw, I don't even know this," I say, "Don't worry, bro. I got you."
Bro,
once you got, this. I'm not allowing you to miss this moment.
No, it's one that wasn't. Once you come and check everything's normal, I'll be like, "No, let me put you in a taxi to get you back home so you can watch the fight too." Because I need there to be two payments for the same payment.
Concern, you know, when you take mad concern for your whatever your place to, you're like, nah, I gotta make sure this thing is. Yeah,
I need to know that all the people I care about are watching this fight
right now.
I don't. The Usyk Fury thing is not putting me in that place. And the maddest thing is, obviously,
watch it.
Hearn saying that the fight is not going to be that entertaining sounds bitter off the back of the loss with 8. But break it down. Is that fight going to be exciting if you're a casual like that? I don't know that it is.
It's an exciting fight. It's the unified heavyweight
No,
fight.
I hear what you're saying based on
Not
those
just that.
principles.
Not just
we're
that.
saying these two guys, once they get in the ring, is it excitement and knockouts that draw people in? I don't
Well,
think so.
it's your time. No, not to draw people in. I'm talking. It's gonna be a fight for people like you, bro. Like the people that love this
I'm
fight.
definitely gonna watch it.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be a sweet science fight. However, while it comes, one second, let me land this one. While it becomes really interesting, is because this is the guy that dethroned AJ, like convincingly. So I want to you go in with a level of interest to say, is he that good, or what is Fury? Are you with me? And now it's piqued my interest because I want to watch every Bivol fight now because he's beating Canelo. Now I'm incredibly interested in everything Bivol does after this moment because he's beaten the guy. So I'm not saying that
so for us,
I'm the guy, but he's done something where we're more interested.
That's right. So for us, we know we're watching that fight, bro. Like we're going to talk about it. It's going to be on this pod heavy.
Yeah.
I was in a Sainsbury's, right?
Yeah.
When I was doing had it down for a meeting. This guy stops me. He goes, AJ Usyk. I watched the pod. AJ Usyk. Bro, like, and then the cashier person got involved in a convo. I goes, raw, see AJ taking it, you know. The guy was like, he wasn't in the combo. He wasn't serving me. He was serving someone else. That's what that did. I'm just saying, I don't know that man are really doing that for the Fury Usyk's fight.
I don't know. You have to remember, and Fury's done the recent rollout, the LBC News rollout. Them people are pulling up. He's got a whole new, don't forget it, bro. He's got a whole new crowd that he's speaking to. Again, it just works. It works. You still from AJ. AJ's the bad guy, and you say, look at me, mental health champion, this, that, all of these things, and I'm gonna bring it, immigrate, you know, all the talking points, and I'm gonna bring bring those belts back to Great Britain. You know when he said that, I'm bringing the belts back to Great Britain, that's enough. That can get someone out of their house, and me bringing the belts.
Thing is for me, you say that. My thing is this: you do say that, and I can fully understand it. But when you look at the White fight, right? I don't feel like the numbers came, because if they did come, Frank Warren would have been all over the place with it. You don't just keep those numbers quiet if you're now the guy. This is that's all I mean.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. And you know what, because boxing, especially in American stuff, boxing's always been built off like the race and all that stuff. Like that's always been a big part, like Creed, where you're from, and all these other things. They've built fights up on that, or good guy, bad guy. If Ukraine went in the issue that they're in right now, you already know what kind of rollout Frank Warren's doing for this.
Bro, if we already can imagine it, bro. Do you remember how the crowd was reacting to Usyk's national anthem when we was at the AJ1 fight?
Yeah.
Bro, the booing was so hellacious. I felt bad, and I was like, I had no ties to the Ukraine.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I was just like, nah, you lot, that's too much. You lot are disrespecting this thing now, for no reason. So we already know what that would feel like.
No, but they couldn't. No one would be able to. People are wearing Ukraine badges, bro. So to do that in this time, in this kind of climate, it's not.
That whistle ain't really a loud one. Still,
when you hear the tune, you clap along. You clap at the end. You're like, hey, well done, you lot. Do you know what I'm saying? When they get to the God Save the Queen back, they're going for it. You know what I mean? But it's usually, if that wasn't the situation, whatever's going over there, that's not nice. You know what I mean? That's.
I be there. I don't know what's going on over there, but I know it's not nice. Yeah, how about that?
Whenever the unniceties finish, you know what I mean. Then they'll get into that. But what's crazy is, do you think? Let me ask you seriously. Do you think Fury and Usyk's gonna fight?
I really don't know, bro. Because all I know is he's given a deadline of when this pod will come out tomorrow, which will be the first of September. Which is the deadline for his 500 million. So if that ain't landed, don't put it past him to just be like, boom, that's it then, you big dosser. That's it. No money, no fight.
Nah, I think he's gonna. Do you know? I think he's gonna because, and you know, big up to Umar as well on IFL. He was peppering.
Let me tell you something.
He
Let me tell you
peppered
something.
questions. They were
When Umar steps in to interview Eddie, you'd think Johnny Cochran was back reincarnation. He's sitting there. He's not allowing him to escape with any answers that don't knock on the head of this question. But when he sits down with Frank Warren, it's like he's sitting down with his granddad. So, what do you think? Like, yeah, oh, okay, fair enough. Like, bro, the energy is so different, fam.
no. Listen,
Energy is outrageous.
I ain't gonna lie. Big up to him in this interview because I needed to hear from them, right?
Bro, you could even tell the energy when these men are in here. Like when Eddie's standing there with him, it's not even warm. Like, you know, when he's with Coogan, like the energy is like, it's calm, they chatting, it's going back and forth.
Yeah.
Eddie's body language is just sitting there like,
So I know you're.
it's like, yeah, I know where you're going. So it's like, and then stare down. Like we're playing chess.
Yeah.
I just get jarred, bro. I get jarred by the double standard of this thing. It irritates me, bro, because sit down and no, listen, you have to understand. On the other side, right? Tyson Fury, he's a bona fide liar. He's not, you could literally, with this energy, you could interview him and be like, yeah, but you said last time that you weren't going to do that. You didn't care about money. Yeah, I know what you're saying now, but last time, and you could literally piece this guy up with mad facts. But you come to sit down with my man now you're just like, so Eddie, what's really going on with it? I'm like, nah, bro, that energy there, if you're going to be on this thing, be on it, bro. If you ever see us sit down with someone that we've spoken to, and then the man are like, "Raw, Trav, remember that time you said?" And I sit there and I'm like, "No, wait, no, I respect your thing. I'm a big fan." You'd be like, "Nah, you're a dickhead, bro. The credibility's gone." No,
we want to allow each other to do that anyway. We won't allow it. We will not allow it. Get straight to the shits.
We've already seen how we roll, so that's why I don't respect that. That's my thing.
100%. No, but then today it's mad. I'm listening to it, and I know that there's negotiation happening.
Yeah.
I know Fury is probably going to take what? He'll get paid. He'll get paid.
But you ain't getting half a bill, bro.
No one's getting that. It'll probably he'll get paid. It'll probably be crazy, like what, 200? 200? Because he said Eddie Hearn said there's an appetite. The plan has always been to do the unified fight in Saudi Arabia somewhere, right? And so it seems like it's on the table. It's just making sure he gets the right amount. And I know, again, before I was worried that Fury just didn't want to have this fight. Fury wants to get paid. He loves a pound note. Like, he loves it. Yeah, more than he's given credit for. Like, he talks about like he's not really interested. He's so interested in money. That's why he said, I'll fight Derek Chisora. Can't wait to be in the spotlight. Can't wait to make the dough. This is a person that's supposed to be retired. Again, the Ring magazine trick that he tried to do didn't work. Releasing it, all the stupid stuff that he's done. He's held on to his belt. He understands the value. Yeah. WBC, they listen to him as well. And then I think even if you start to do deep dive and just conspiracy settings, when AJ throws those belts that didn't belong to him, yeah, he knows how he's been treated by these governing bodies, right? But allowing, again, you got a WBC champion, you let him do exactly whatever he wants. He's free. He's free
but AJ never held the WBC.
I know, but I'm saying he's just, again, when you say raw, these different belts, governing bodies, he's talking about sanctioning fees and all the different things that he's had to jump through hoops. Those times when they said
the mandatories, David.
They said they'll strip him of his title if he doesn't meet those mandatories. Are you with me? So he's gone through things. He's thinking raw, like, and I do not believe that all these belt companies, all these different sanctioning partners don't know each other. I know they know each other because one time when we're going to get the unified, they all line up and say, yo, let's go. So there's no way we can get all these unified fights if there's no emails that getting around saying this is what we're doing. Are you with me?
That's right.
So this is, again, you see levels of frustration from, let's say, an AJ's like, bro, like, look how you lot act with me. Shouldn't have done it, not your belts. But then you see again, Fury retired, bro. And they said, well, wait, we'll give you to the thingy to decide when you're gonna if you're gonna come back. Then even the deadline passed, and he's like, nah, don't worry.
Take your time, mate. Don't worry about it.
Whenever you like, we'll get to that. It's Yeah, and it's it's a solid double standard, but it is what it is. I don't want to carry on
You know,
about.
I like the fact that Hearn spoke on what do you call it though, the speech situation at the end. And like I've seen a couple other pods as well. What's it? Disciples? What's it? Something that Adam Catterall and Nick Pete basically jumping on this whole thing as well. Nick P went on some random run talking about you gotta get that mic out of his hand. You know, if you're a friend of his, you get in front of him, you say, "Give me that mic. Look, mate, I don't care if you're gonna hit me." Da, 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 da. And I looked at, and then he started going off about how if I lost my mind, one of my friends would be straight in my face and be like, "Look, mate." Da, 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 da. And I was looking at this thing thinking, bro, you are comparing yourself, who's just a common man, yeah, and your brethren. You're not a fighting athlete, yeah. 6'6", built very different. You're talking about after you've had a few, man gonna take the mic out your hand. That's light work, bro. I could take the mic out your hand calmly. Don't need to prep for it. That's just a moment. AJ losing his mind to that degree. Yeah, I look at this stuff and all these takes. I think to myself, you lot are living in a cloud for no reason. Where you saying get in front of him, take that out of his hand, and stop him talking. You're talking. Like, if we really let's get past the excitement of the moment now, yeah, and really break down what took place and what these men have seen. Bengals tried to hold man, shoved him off. Get off me! He's climbed up the thing. His own dad grabbed his hand, pulled his hand away from his dad. Everybody get off me! Walk off. Chisora is standing there on some. I've never seen Chisora very much like.
That's a raw lion.
Quite happy to just watch this thing play out. He's walking to the changing room. Gone back now. Goes in. You're looking at him thinking, I understand he's calmed down a little bit, but he's switched. He's lost his mind right now. Taking the mic. They're saying at that moment, you're supposed to stick it on him and say, Anthony, give me that mic. Nah, I don't care. Give me that mic. Sorry? You are absolutely living a fairy tale. No, bro.
No, because on the
and I like the
He's escalated, yeah. But
he's escalated this thing. And also, it's one of the things where, let me just land. When Eddie said at that point, when you've got the mic in your hand, you're on your own. That's you doing your thing. And that is the reality of what will happen, bro. Because there's some situations where I'm gone now. This is it. It looks even worse. I dare to say it looks worse if these men stop in mid-speech and try and get into a wrestling situation for the mic. Because now AJ's in that situation thinking, you're going to embarrass me again after the loss I've just taken. You big man, you're going to have to shoot me to get this mic out of my hand. I don't care if you're my guy. Let's be real.
I hear that. So now that the flip side of it is, it's just the pushback. It's just like, there's certain times, that if you gave me a strong word, I might hear it because you don't talk to me like that. Does that make sense? That if I'm your guy, if there's a certain way you talk to me, I'm like, whoa. I've gone. And you got to come back. Again, someone will have not like the safety button, but it's the friend that can pull you out of a madness because your head's so gone and your friend will say something to you that it registers and you're like, okay.
But it's one of those things.
It takes a long time to come. It does take a long time to come.
But that moment has to happen before he takes the mic.
Yes, agreed.
It cannot happen once he's got that mic in his hand because now we're doing embarrassment. Like, you're literally about to take this stance of, I'm going to be the savior, and I've just lost, bear in mind, I've just had a fight, 12 rounds, and I've lost to this brother again after this whole 11 months I've spent working on how to beat this man. I've lost now, Man lose their mind on FIFA and dash the pad in their brethren's yard, Like, you're looking... When a man's head is gone, so you're going to have to get there before that mic is taken over. Bear in mind, he's not prepped anyone to say, I'm going to get this mic and do a speech before he takes it.
But then there was moments because he had a long time when it's like, when there was dead air, when you're just holding the thing, you say, hey, come. Because you got your first one off and you've done the 5 cheers. Bro, the speech was long, After the 5 cheers, you say, all right, cool. How many have you got? What, 5? Okay. Then the speech was very long. That's what you're missing is, again, there's 2 stand-ups, 2 minutes is a long time to a crowd, and especially when it's not going well, then 30 seconds feels like a lifetime, so, because the crowd participation was not there. So then in that moment, you come over, there was There was windows of opportunity. Say, hey, it's now, you know.
No. You'd be surprised, bro. There's not because the situation is so high intensity. Yeah, it's not. Those windows are not there. The window is as he's walking to the ring. You gotta jog up beside man and be like, yo, bro. Let's just keep it on a calm one. And it's there because once the mic is in my hand, I'm already up. The minute you take this thing off me, it looks worse. It looks worse.
Again, the situation. That's forever. Like I've been seeing people use you see, that's a meme now, but it's a meme of sound. So man says, what do you call it? People are like, I'm 18 stone.
No, I hear you, but I'm just speaking to the reality of the situation of what you know what I mean. Because the yes men narrative is, I think for me, it's getting out of control. Because the yes men narrative, yeah, is really about whoever is saying, great round, AJ, you won that round, you're up on the like that's where it starts. You don't know the relationship with those guys that are around him. Because let's be real, what's the entourage? There's no entourage.
We don't know. Again,
the entourage used to be mad. Remember how mad they used to be?
Man. There's bear man. We don't know.
It's not like that no more. It's Benga.
I hear that,
we
but
know the story with Benga. KD, we know the roles these men play. These are not just men that are floating.
No one's hanging on. There's no one hanging on, but we don't know, bro. Again, we don't know. Like your friends can gas you up. Your friends might not tell you everything you need to hear. Simple as that. It's not even you can have friends that don't tell you everything. You know what I mean? So we don't know.
My thing is this. The only people that we've seen gas him up, if we're saying that he's been gassed up, is the cornermen. And the cornermen are not entourage.
Yeah, okay, that's key.
That's what I'm saying. The entourage are catching strays on this yes man narrative that's building up just because these men are in the corner saying to him, hey, great job, AJ. You won that round. That's these men's role to get that right.
Yeah. I agree. But then again, sometimes, you know, when you like, because this is a perfect segue because you say that, but then Canelo's walking around saying a madness. Canelo's talking like no one's told him the truth.
Canelo is giving terms. He's giving terms to Bivol, bro. He says, if you don't beat my man, you don't get the rematch. Surely there's a case for some yes men to be like, no, actually, you need the rematch. You need to get that. You need to get that back. He's you know what it is? That's A-side complex.
A-side complex. That's what we're calling this pod. That's what we're calling this pod. A-side complex, because again, not only in that, while he's lost and he's gone up in weight, he's actually still said, my next fight should be Usyk. I'm still keen. I'm happy to go up, but say, wait, big man, you saw what happened. You saw what happened with the light heavy. Yeah.
Why do you think it would be different with Usyk, bro? After what he just showed.
And why I'm starting to enjoy Bivol, and just his energy, right? He's very clever. You say, I know you talk about this, but it's when they start to try and do their interviews in English. He's starting to realize I'm missing out, you know. Yeah, the interpreter is cool, but they're not connecting with my character. You're connecting with my interpreter. So this whole interview, he was like, he did it in, he's like 10 minutes long, and he was making sure I'll speak to you, even if he tells me what it means in English, it's still from me, right? Straight. And I thought, I like that. Bivol, that's better because you understand how big you're getting. He said, I got some Mexican fans now. I'm a worldwide fighter. I want to be this guy. I'm ready to fight anyone. Even that line, he even said, he speaks about fighting everyone in his division. Everyone. Yeah, in my division, I'll fight him. That's the right energy. But we go to Canelo, and that's what I'm saying, when you have the wrong people around you, because if I'm Canelo's friend, the first thing I'll tell him, and me and you been not sure about this, we've been getting back and forth, offline, Triple G is going to be, the Triple G that he meets is going to be the Klitschko that fought AJ. The Triple G that he meets is Triple G understanding this is it. Understanding this is the end of my great rivalry. This is it. It's going to be like the guy that got ready, Eubank versus Kell. It's going to be the Kell Brook who said, I'm hit now.
Amir Khan, let's go.
Amir Khan, let's go. And we looked at Kell, said, how's he going to keep this up? He can't keep up the speed. He can't. And remember, Canelo he probably looks at that fight his last fight as a blip. He probably looks at it. That's why he can say, if we like talk about rematching this, he's not put enough respect on what happened in his. He still believes that he didn't really lose it when you ask Canelo. That's a mistake. That is a mistake.
Yeah.
He's gonna come into this fight and he's still gonna have the same. Again, he's been doing things where you say, Canelo, like you got to be a little more elusive. Like you've taken a lot of Triple G after that fight. You just come through it. You walk through it. You used to move. You used to. There was more feints from you. You used to move a lot. You used to be a lot more agile. But because you believe so much in your power now, there's things that you've worked on for years that you're taking out. Don't stand there and be ready to take a full.
He walks forward and looks for that left to the body because he knows more times than not this gets it done. And now it's like, bro, what happens when it doesn't? You know what I mean? You can't just forget about everything you used to do.
Yeah. And
so,
again, it's weight things as well. You're talking about up in weight, down in weight, again, and serious testing. No disrespect, serious testing. You're not gonna get into this fight without the proper testing.
Yeah.
But
I think it's one of the ones where that weight business it's a one step too far for him, and that's it. I don't think anybody at light heavy or cruiser are looking at Canelo and thinking, oh, I don't know how good he is, you know. No, they're like, no, bro, I'm confident once I get in there and I'll stick it on, man, and just keep it on him, I can beat him. Because Bivol showed that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, we do know Triple G is going to come to fight. I'll be honest with you. I don't think Triple G wins this fight. Like, I get it. I understand the sentiment that you're making because it's legit. Do you know what I mean? This is the guy. This is the nemesis. I'm going to have an extra 10%, like, at my age because it's him.
Sneaky feeling.
But Canelo is still Canelo. And I understand he lost to Bivol.
Triple G is still Triple G.
He's not still Triple G.
No, when I say
he is Triple G.
He's Triple G. Triple G. He has been him. He has been him. And I just need one night of being him. That's all I need. I'll retire. After this, I will happily retire. I don't need to fight anybody else. I've done it. My career, and when we talk about my legacy, he has been in there. I've chased him for years. He didn't want to fight me. I had to go all out. I had to call him out of his name. He finally fights me. Yeah. We have wait, hold on. Finally fights me. It was one a draw. What did they say?
Robbery. I think
number one.
Yeah, I think one was a draw.
Number one's a draw. I won.
Yeah.
I won.
I won that. I think Triple G won one of those. Definitely.
Yeah. And remember, before the fight, there was all that stuff about the test. There was all sorts that went on before. Yeah. We can never forget that. Yeah. I'm clean according to Triple G. Yeah. I feel hard done by it. Second fight, there was no chance in it. It is what the writing's on the wall in the second fight. He shared the ring with me, and he felt Canelo got a sense of, I'm not scared of you, I believe, in the second one. So after the first one, he said, and I can fight this guy. And then he came forward with it. A different level of intensity, and he got it done. This one, this piece here,
I think Canelo beats him, man.
Bro, it's the same thing that's driving Conor Ben on, bro, to say, look, I'm going to right this wrong. And I'm telling you right now, yeah, I have a sneaky feeling, unless Canelo changes his mindset, yeah, and don't think you can fight the whole world and understands, I have to adapt a few things. Because unless he's lying, unless he's blatantly lying in the media, nothing we can say, we can't take him at his word. Yeah, but how I hear him sounding and the things he said so far since he's lost, doesn't say to me, raw, I got touched by Bivol. I need to fix things. I need to adapt a few things. He's still thinking, go in there, shot to the body, it's over.
Yeah. Like, even the arm punching technique thing, it's like, bro, this guy just took your bangs, bro. Like, you couldn't Callum Smith this guy.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna what? His bicep ain't coming apart like how Smith did. He's gonna be fine in there with you. So we'll see if he's learned those lessons. But what I'm saying is, his lessons that he needs to learn for Bivol, he doesn't quite need to learn those lessons for Triple G. He's gonna go in there, Triple G, and he's gonna do what he does. And I think we could well see Triple G get stopped, bro.
All right. I need to ask you this question again. We need to talk about Yard. Eddie Hearn, you heard it in an interview. We offered them the big P's, bro. Yeah. We offered them more P's than he'll get for anything. And one thing we know about boxing,
Yeah.
Peas is up there. When Eddie Hearns, I don't know if it's just promoter chatting rubbish, but when he was talking about now AJ is free and we don't have to go by the sanctioning boards and this, that, and the other, we're getting on a world tour, baby. He's talking about we are about to do a mad thing. December, we're out there. This one, we're out there. So again, Peas, money plays a big part. Money's so important that Lee Wood has turned down he didn't want to fight. He doesn't want to fight Santa Cruz. And he decided to fight Lara just so he can come back and fight Santa Cruz, and he'll get 50-50 at the purse bids, and he'll get the split will be equal as well. He's gone to get the maddest challenge.
Every time I hear Lee Wood's name now, since that fight's been announced with Lara, I just think to myself, bloody hell, man. That's not how you see your career going, is it? Like, you finally get that night that people will go back to for years to come. And you think to yourself, let me go on a good run now and show people I'm dominant. And it's like, the first name out the bag is Lara.
No, and this is the thing. He took the name out the bag. This is what's mad. He's taken out the bag. It's insane. It's like, and again, Conlan dropped him. Lara's gonna drop him.
Bro, listen, if he beats Lara though,
incredible.
Warrington looks nuts. Like, Warrington looks crazy. That unification bout looks very different going up against Warrington, bro. Like, let's say he smokes Lara on the side mission just to get more P's for Santa Cruz. Warrington, you look at Warrington's performances and you just go, okay, so you got stopped by this guy.
Yeah.
And then the second fight was like a real murky way to get out of it. And it's like, and since then there's been no talk of getting back in there with him again.
No, because he shouldn't. Because if I'm Warrington, I'm actually waiting for Wood to come back round. I have to, because again, that fight makes a lot of sense.
And if Lara wins, you gotta see him. Oh, you gotta see him. Oh, it's gonna be so jarring.
You know the Homer meme when you just go back into the thing, bro.
Back into the bush.
I ain't coming out. I'm not seeing him. See who? No way, no chance.
I'll draw Kid Galahad out of nowhere and get him back in that ring. Are you mad? Where's Galahad? And draw up this beef like it's long standing now. We still got a score to settle. He indirected me on Twitter and he said that my child is stupid. I want revenge. This time it's personal. That's how I'm taking it. Bro, I don't care. Ade could be right in my face. So what you think about the potential of you and Lara? I'll be like, listen, get me Galahad right now, bro. I don't care what you're telling me. That guy's a disrespectful man. And you know what? I'm not the type of brother to sit down and let that fly. Drop the mic on the floor, walk off to the other corner and hold my belt.
And you're going to get your fight. You're going to get your fight.
I'll tell Eddie straight up, no, don't answer not one question about me and Lara.
Oh, man. Yeah, again, I think it's incredibly risky what my brother's done. You know, Ali Wood, but credit to him, because that's big cojones, like to ask for this fight, right? But sorry, we're getting off topic, because I did want to ask you about Yard. Like, why are you turning down the money? Like, why would you not go and fight Buatsi? Like, they put, as Eddie Hearn says it, we don't know if it's true, but they put a big offer up, like a huge offer.
So they put up $1 million,
yeah.
But it's one of those things where I think, like with boxers and stuff like that, nobody wants to jeopardize the big moment when you've got a moment that's kind of in the tuck already. Like, if this is Yard without a potential fight with Beterbiev, that fight, I don't see why it doesn't get made. But this is now a thing where it's like, if I fight him first, I can still get that. But if I fight you and lose, I don't get that. Why would I risk it? That's just for me. I'm like,
if I'm and I know it's roll the dice, isn't it?
Why do I want to roll the dice?
Why not though?
He's already experienced what a loss does. So at this point, it's like, cool. I'm gonna fight him. Don't get me wrong. I'm just gonna do this one first. Hopefully that fight is now for a belt. If not, then I know the money's still gonna be there because everybody wants this fight.
Everyone wants this fight.
But that's what I'm saying. So from his side, you quickly can understand why you wouldn't rush into a Boatsy fight.
But then again, if you're inactive for so long, because I've been saying to you, look, like the inactivity is for me is a little bit concerning, especially for someone that he hasn't got a strong amateur background, right? He hasn't got a strong amateur background. So you say you not fighting doesn't help you. There's things that they say you only learn in the ring. There's things that it's just ring will teach you that. It don't matter how many rounds of sparring you have, you're not gonna learn that. And you say to yourself, well, and sometimes even when AJ was talking to us, he's like, look, I've missed out on like a lot of boxing that I probably could have had that would have helped me a long way in my career. It doesn't make sense. Again, this division is stacked. Bivol still, again, even if you deal with a Boatsy, Bivol's still there, Batavia's still there. There's some real fighters. Callum's still there. And these men know what they're doing. These guys know how to move in the ring. And you say, well, why put yourself at disadvantage with inactivity when you out of everyone should be? You've even got a new coach. The last time we see you in the new coach and that new triple, like you got Ade, new coach, and him together was Lyndon. It's a long time ago, bro. Even if it's like I know we laugh at the warm-up fights, but something you gotta tick over, like just to.
Well, they're saying he's gonna have a run out. I think it's like October or something like that. There's gonna be like one of those little tickovers. But it's like the tickovers. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it'd be nice to hear from some experienced people what a tickover fight does for you as far as a benefit.
It builds confidence. I definitely feel that again, you want to go into your fight just feeling good, feeling sharp, feeling like, yeah, I got like, I mean, in case of any incasity, I'm good. I'm gonna be, it's like where me and you gonna go on like a little tour, like a little comedy thing, right? And it's like I'm doing a couple shows here and there, just so I'm ready. Because I don't want to go in there. I don't want to go in there like it's a big night, and now everyone's watching. Remember, like it's a proper thing. What you're gonna turn up and now you're not ready. I don't want that. Again, I'm a big fan. I do like Yard. I do like Yard as a fighting everybody else. Even if he fights Boatsy, I just watch it. But because me and you've been so into it, I'll stick with Boatsy, right? Just out of being your rivalry, but kind of like I don't really. But I want the best for him. I want the best for the British light heavies. That Cohen's thing. I just want to see someone dominate, right? And like you look at his career, and I don't want it to be a career where you say, "Oh man, potential." You know what I mean? I don't want to look at him and say, "Oh man, you had it all." And again, when you look at all the light heavies, because me and you are talking offline, and we're saying that Boatsy still hasn't become the ticket seller yet. He hasn't become the guy at the division, even though they want him to be, right? But again, you don't lose purse bids if you believe he's your like. You ain't gonna.
That. Thing is, there's obviously we know the situation with Frank and Ludibella, right? In cahoots and stuff like that, colluding together to block Hearn. But also there's the thing of like, how much do you value Boatsy right now? Because
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's the value point. He's another one in terms of the inactivity. Do you know what I mean? It's more active now, but there's been bouts. Do you know what I mean? It's not been inactivity in the case of he just doesn't fight. It's injuries and all the rest of it, which is what is part and parcel of the game, right? But business is business. And I think more importantly, he's not really a seller. Like he doesn't do like if we look at branding and stuff like that, and we speak about obviously Craig Richards has really started to do a bit more to build his profile and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Profile wise, it's the same. I reckon they're both kind of in a similar space. Craig Richards and Boatsy. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think Boatsy is more of a profile guy. And then if you notice, the light heavy that's being fielded a lot more, Callum Smith is on the cards now. Callum Smith is, and he's devastating with how he's beating these guys as well. So it's like Eddie might be looking at Callum Smith and saying, all right, well, that's my number one light heavy right now.
He said they're going to make them fight. He said he wouldn't mind seeing them fight. He said he'll
do that. He's obviously done Boatsy and Richards. Like, he definitely would do that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of the ones now where I think he's put in a place where it's like, fight for it. And now he's looking at what Callum Smith is looking like. World champ at super middle coming up and he's sparking up guys at light heavy. It's like, all right, he might be the guy still. Obviously, Boatsie's over there with Virgil. The profile is not profiling.
I don't think I think he's all in on Boatsie. I think he can see exactly what he has. And that's why he's going to offer. Because, again, you just need someone to certify my guy. It's that kind of Bivo vibe, innit? Where Bivo was walking around and he's like, we knew, the boxing fans know what Bivo is, right? But then he needed, again, Bivo could have been everyone in the light heavies and unified the thing. You didn't beat Bataviev. And everyone was like, you know what I mean? Sometimes there's a name that just does it. And like what Yard brings, if these two were to meet, yeah, it's Yard's got some electric. You know what I mean? He's got something about him. They say, whoa, like he's, you know, everything, the braggadocious, there's so much there. I take all of that with me. If I beat you, I just become, I had that. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not your personality, but I took everything from you. It's like how what we saw with a good one to use, the bronze, not the bronze bomber. Come on, man, the bomber. We know him, he's our guy.
Belly.
Yeah. You saw what Belly did. You saw the energy that Belly, you saw what Belly was able to snatch from David Hay, because Hay just, and he took something. He still walked away with some shares of what belongs to Hay.
The light rubbed off.
Yeah. He just took some. You know what I mean? And sometimes that's enough.
Sometimes he got. If you really look at his career post that first Hay win, he got to be a bit of a celeb. You know what I'm saying? Like he got to. You see men on TV doing their little reality shows and the presence. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
We cared about Maccabi. We cared about them ones there.
But at the same time, though, Hay, as far as champion and profile, that's like it's the AJ of that time.
Yes.
So you know he stuck around longer into a different kind of era and stuff where Bellu's up there with him. But it's at that point where it's like, imagine AJ sticks around long enough for Triple D to be the guy, and they scrap and something like that happens. Then you be like, flip it out. You be like, it's that one. Whereas I don't see necessarily Yard or these guys kind of just at that. They're not at that Hay level.
No, Yard. Yard. The mistake that Yard has here, and you mentioned it today, Frank Warren doesn't do enough.
Frank Warren doesn't speak on him enough.
Warren doesn't speak on him at all. I haven't heard anything. Again, I couldn't have that. I couldn't have that jewel in my crown and not talk about it. Now Dubois, he couldn't wait to tell us about Dubois because he had his eyes. He's still really old school in his thinking. Definitely, if he's talking about Frankie Dettori and that. But he's so old school in his thing that he thinks
hemorrhoids from it's like bro.
He thinks the heavyweight thing is it. So I've got Fury. Forget about it. I don't need to talk about anything else. But it's like, bro, you actually have that's a talent there. And if that talent was to ever cross the border and go over here, it would be different.
If Yard ever joined Eddie Hearn and was in that machine.
Well, that's the mistake. I think Frank's making a big mistake, but because they listen to this pod, they can have this for free because they definitely robbed us on the Joe Joyce thing. And
100%.
We know what you did. We know
after you man sent out your little cease and desist to get the Joe Joyce sketch taken down. Yeah, you guys run off with the tick.
And we had Joe Joyce laughing at how ridiculous he is. The receipts are there. He's laughing. He enjoyed it. You lot said, we're gonna do it. And now the rollout for Parker is no Parker in the rollout. You know, it's literally just the advert
and Joyce content. It's hilarious.
Man,
it's hilarious.
Take care of your talents. You got one that
you gotta let these men do their thing, bro. You gotta let these men do your thing. I mean, obviously, we do know Joe Joyce and Parker fights will be on posters all around London before we know it, because these are the men that still believe in posters, fam.
It's gonna be epic, though. I'm again. I kind of want to see if Joe Joyce is all hype or if he's the real deal. I need to see now.
Obviously, we've had like the KSI situation this weekend.
Yeah, do you really want to talk about it?
I mean, we don't really want to talk about it. I'm just saying. I know you was excited for it.
I wasn't.
You sent me the message straight after the fight. I was like, "You guys, what night?" You was excited, fam.
You are an absolute disgrace.
You know what makes me laugh here? Every time YouTubers do anything, it's like, is this good for boxing? The debate just pops up. It's like, bro, everybody relax. Everybody just calm down. Yeah, these things can exist. These things can exist, and it doesn't take away from anything. Like it's a family night out. Like I see Bear Man and their families go to these events. It's like watching. It's like Harlem Globetrotters and street ball.
Yeah,
bro.
and
Them things ain't taken away from the NBA.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. I don't take it. I see it as like boxing light. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just see it as something. Like, don't get me wrong. I'll be excited when you get to fight KSI one day. I'll be very excited when that day comes.
Funny.
I
had a conversation, with a boxing trainer.
Yeah,
about me fighting him, and he was getting at me. Oh no, you ain't gonna beat him. No, bro. No. I can't see it. There's no way. Fight Deji. Fight Swarms. Them guys. And I was like, okay, cool. Sent him a video of me fighting. Came back. Yeah, no, they're not gonna let you near him. Still, like, I don't think that's gonna happen. I think they might be like, nah, he's too tasty. Still, I was like, listen, bro. Like, it's one of the ones, where I'm like on it. And I know even if I was to scrap him, it would probably be a difficult fight because he's bare fit and in shape. But I'm keeping him. He's clipping him, and of course I'll be in shape. You think I take
in shape? What you think I'm gonna let you go in there under? You think I'm gonna Javante Davis the situation? Are you mad?
I'm not even speaking about me. I'm just acknowledging that he's a fit guy. I'm just saying, bro, he will go.
I don't know.
He'll go. He'll go. No, what do you mean? I'm saying he'll go. Sleep. I mean sleep, bro. I'm saying I can acknowledge it, bro. I can acknowledge that he's fit. You can be fit. You can run into this right hand all night long. At some point, you're gonna go.
Let's go. Let's go. That's all I need to hear, fam.
But it's one of the ones where if I'm speaking about YouTube boxing as a whole, do you know what I mean? And before I even get to that point, don't ever put me in the ring with Deji. That would be sad. He's got a lot of fans that root for him to win that one fight out of all the other ones he's lost. They don't need to see their man go out so devastating like that. And Swarms,
again, there's no money in this world.
Again, there's no.
Because I said again, and this is why you need your strong friendships. You need strong friendships. Don't ever let me try and go and embarrass myself for the bag. I'm not going to O2 to get tumped up for no reason. Why? Like sometimes you gotta say, not every bag is for you, bro. It's not necessary. Like again, that's there. Some people are like, right, he's got his P's in his own matter. No, I haven't come into this world to just get tumped up by KSI, bro. And then after say, raw, yeah, I had to lose bare weight real quick, bro. What are we talking about, bro? Get a personal trainer, change it up. That's not how it goes. Again, it's not. You don't play boxing. It's long. It's long. Getting tumped up has never been something you say, you know what, yeah, for the bag, I'll get tumped up by. No.
As a normal man. You're not
even like No. Especially as a strong rapper. You be out here rapping, doing your bar. I think some things is like, that bag maybe shouldn't have gone for. And we should have got it another way. But to get if you knowingly, bro, he had to lose mad weight and he hasn't boxed before, against someone that can fight. So you went in there on a lie down mission. No, you're gonna fight your best, but you was gonna lose. You knew, both of us knew you was gonna lose.
On the thing, learning how to jab in that 2 weeks.
And he's fought. This guy's fought in an arena against, what do you call it? What's the big pool? Logan.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's dumb. And that brother, that guy that he fought, the Pineda Alvarez, his name is. That don't ain't no pro. I mean, he might be a pro, but it's like this is how you know there's a vast level, a vast range of what professional athletes can look like. Because that was garbage. And also, you know what's funny? He follows us on the gram.
Who? Pineda?
He follows us on the gram. Made me laugh, right? And this is how you know the whole thing. I don't know if it's a legit page because when he first followed us, the page was fully the other guy that was supposed to fight, and then when it switched, the whole page switched as well. So I don't know who's running that page, but it's moving like it's legit. Keegan follows him like it's moving like it's the one.
It could be him. Listen, Pineda. I don't know what to say to you, big man. The freeway stare down was shit. Like, I hated it, man. Again,
being involved in a freeway stare down is hilarious.
It's rubbish, especially when us two should make sure that this guy shouldn't be staring at anyone again. Yeah, it's nuts. Again. When I tell you, I have no intentions of fighting. To me to now be up there and to go in there, it's not for me. I'm outside the ring. I'm gonna talk about boxing. I'm happy. This is where I need to be. You know the ones where I never watch the NBA and think
I should be up there.
get involved in the dunk competition. I don't think that.
Sub me
I
in.
say, "Bruh, you know, the dunk competition looks good. Skills test, I think I'll be all right." No, I watch it, I appreciate it. It's cool. It's not every day because Nate Robinson, the last man, yeah, face down. Face down. Nah, I'm not even gonna finish the song. I don't even finish the song. It's long. There's no money in this world that can, because I can't send my children to bed. Face down. What? Nah, Nate.
What's crazy is we ain't seen Nate Robinson since. Like I don't know if he can sit down on the shop with LeBron and them, man. I'm talking about his dunk contest. Not now. Not now.
Bro, I'm spending my whole purse on therapy. My whole purse is on therapy. It wasn't worth it. At what cost? At what cost, mate?
Bro?
At what cost?
Man, want to sit down and be like, yeah, so on the dunk contest, you know, we ain't about to bypass the KO. Because you really got that.
Imagine like your kids are up late and you come into the room and say, listen, everyone shut it down and say, just watch. Do you know what I mean?
I got Jake on FaceTime.
Now we're watching the Jake Paul YouTube video saying, right, you sure? I think we're going to go to sleep later then.
Yeah, that's mad still.
All right, listen. You lot, big up. What's coming up? We got my boy fighting on the weekend, Dan
Aziz, Shakan Peters, bro.
Dan Shakan Peters.
Let's go, Dan.
All the best, Dan.
Go to that body, bro. Go to that body and go to work.
Again, literally, I'm excited about that. And then it's not far. We're not far from the women tearing it up. So again,
man.
Things are gonna heat up. Like what a year of boxing already, and it's only gonna get better. We didn't even get to talk about AJ Dillon, you know, but it is what it is.
We don't need to get into that now.
There's other time.
Yeah.
Till next time, we're out of here.
Peace.
Yo, people, thanks for watching the Undefeated podcast. Make sure you
like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and all that good stuff, man. This is the place to be.